Hello creative friends, this is Joy. So I wanted to do a quick flip through of my drawings for Inktober. I decided that I was going to use these new markers that I got from Banyo and color my drawings in. And I, towards the end, got really frustrated with the using the markers with the drawings. Part of it was my inexperience in using markers, and the other part was some of the color selections in the markers themselves weren't blending very well like I was hoping. But in any case, I did most of the month, and then kind of towards the end got discouraged, did a few other sketches, and then kind of quit. But anyway, wanted to do the flip through anyway to show you what I did. So I missed the first couple of days, but went back and saw the first day was fish, so I did this fish for day one. And I like drawing animals, so I didn't really follow the prompts, and I just decided to, practice my animal drawings. So this is one that I did of a horse, of course, and used the markers, and I really like the way this one turned out. Some of them I was really happy with, and some of them not so much. And then a white tiger, yeah, that turned out okay. Oh, and the other thing that I used was a white jelly roll for the white parts whenever I needed to add some white back into the picture. So I was okay with that one. This one I was really happy with. I really liked the way this one turned out. I thought it looked really good. This one has so-so. I struggled with this a little bit with getting the blending and whatnot, but it turned out okay. The zebra, I was pretty happy with the zebra. It turned out beautifully. Yeah, no complaints about that. I really liked the way the leopard here turned out. I thought that he turned out really well as well. I was happy with the elephant. Struggled a little bit with some of the blending and shadowing and whatnot, but in the end it did turn out well, I thought. And the flamingo I was happy with. I learned that in certain areas where it got a little darker than I wanted it to be and needed some highlights, I just used the colorless blender, and I was able to really lighten some of those areas and get the detail in the bird's feather that in the back of the head that I was looking for. So in the end, once I figured out, how to get it to look the way I wanted it to, I was really happy with that. The bear I was really happy with. He turned out great. And I was happy with this one. The rhinoceros, he turned out really well. I was happy with that one. This one turned out well. I got off to a pretty good start with the markers, I guess. It was towards the end I was starting to get a little frustrated again, and I don't know if it was me, which I know part of it was me, but part of it was just not getting what I wanted out of the markers, I guess, or with the markers, which I'll explain that here in a minute. But this turned out pretty good. This bird, I was really happy with the wolf. That turned out really well. The lion was okay, I guess. I mean, in the end, I kept working him and working him until I was happy with him. So, I kept going in because I kept losing my highlights, and so then I put in gel pens, but then it, was too white and stark, so I had to go over it, with some markers and kind of back and forth, and then, I finally got to a place where, I was fairly happy with that. This one turned out really well. I was happy with this. I like the way this turned out, the horse. This one was where I started to kind of go downhill. I guess he's okay, but and he's got a lot of colors in him, and so it was really hard, I guess, to, get some of the blending, although I guess I did okay on some of the blending, not so okay on some of the other blending. And then, of course, my drawing, I don't know, he looks like he's wearing goggles. And I just like, you know what, this was one I didn't post, and I was like, whatever, I'm done messing with him, I'm over it, and goodbye, so, done. This one I did, and I don't know, I guess I was okay with it, except for, I mean, this horn looks a little funky, and I don't know, I think his ear's a little too small, I don't know, parts of it I like, and parts of it I wasn't too happy with, and so I didn't post this one either, and I was like, well, whatever, it is what it is. So, went on to the next one. And then this one here, I mean, I guess I like how it turned out in the end, but it was really frustrating because him being a black bear, I was trying to do some gray areas and then black areas, but then he kept getting darker and darker. And then I would put in the white jelly roll and then go over that with gray to try to bring some of that highlight back out. I don't know, he just ended up darker than I wanted him to be, which was frustrating. I mean, I guess he turned out okay, but I didn't bother posting him either. And by that time, I just kind of gave up on the markers. So I'm like, you know what? Let me go back to just pen and ink and maybe some watercolor. So I drew these two wolves. Wasn't too happy with the way they turned out either. I don't know. It just looks so choppy, and I don't know. I'm just not happy with it, so I didn't bother posting it. Decided to go back to the markers and do this bird. I mean, it turned out okay, I guess. I don't know. I mean, by this point I quit posting, and I was like just trying to, you know, do something. And it wasn't consistent. Like, if you look at the dates here towards the end, it's like I did that on the 20th. Then I didn't do this until the 23rd. Then I didn't do this till the 26th. And I'm like, you know, I'm just trying to finish out the month. I did this on the 27th. And then I tried, well, let me do colored pencils. This is on the 28th. Not real happy with the way that turned out either. It's okay, but I don't know. Wasn't thrilled. And so then I was done by that point. By the 28th, I was so frustrated with it, I just like gave up. I was like, you know what, I'm over Inktober. But I wanted to continue practicing my drawing animals, and so I thought, well, let me just go back to the basics. So I just took a pencil and just drew this tiger. You know, I'm just gonna, you know, I was so frustrated with, like, you know, the last part of Inktober and the things that I was doing. I wanted to do something that wasn't complicated and that I would be happy with. So I did this tiger, and I was very happy with the tiger. You know, there's a few areas that could have been, I guess, improved upon or better, but all in all, I'm happy with the way he turned out. And then last night I decided to, you know, do this wolf with a black charcoal pencil, and you can see it's still rubbing off. I had it all over me and all over the paper, and I, you know, tried to clean up the paper. I guess I'm going to have to, I didn't think about it, but I'm going to have to spray this to set it so it doesn't keep rubbing off, because I guess it will continue to rub off. So yeah, I decided, well, instead of, you know, I like using a pencil, but I don't like the, you know, shininess and of the graphite and the gray. I don't know. I saw this one, I decided to use a charcoal pencil because he's a black wolf, and so I like the way he turned out, but I do need to spray this and set it. So that's pretty much, you know, what I've done for Inktober. So if you guys did Inktober, or you know, have anything posted, please leave a link below. I would love to see what you did. And I thank you guys for stopping by and watching, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.